I'm John Marcante, the Global Chief Information Officer at Vanguard. Vanguard was founded in 1975 by Jack Bogle, and it was really founded to be a very different investment firm. Today, Vanguard serves over 30 million clients, has $7 trillion in assets, really across 19 global offices. But the true power of Vanguard's in its unique structure. Jack Bogle had a simple but revolutionary idea. A client-owned mutual fund company with no outside owners seeking profit. Take the profit that flows through the company and lower the cost of investing for our shareholders. I think the best partnerships come when the partners have really common values. And when you look at Handshake, their values are to put students first, really matching students with like-minded employers. Vanguard's mission is to really give investors the best chance of success. And they sound very similar.
Hi, my name is Kristie Edling-Day, and I lead our intermediary technology at Vanguard, and I report to our global CIO, John Marcante. I applied to one college and hoped that I had the grades to get in and to get a scholarship, which fortunately I did. But that gives you a little bit of a sense of how much I was prepared for my college experience, and it mirrored a bit what it ended up looking like when it was time for me to look for a job. So somehow I had missed the memo on career fairs, and the school that I went to wasn't known for tech, and so the amount of tech recruiting that happened there was minimal anyway. I remember going through the lines and lines and lines of companies that were recruiting, and I came across a company called Vanguard that was recruiting for a rotational technology leadership program. Something about my resume stuck out in the sea of resumes that other students sent in. I was lucky enough to get a phone call from a recruiter, and the rest is history. But man, you shouldn't have to rely on that much luck in order to make magic happen, but that's what it took in my case.
Coming out of school, it was interesting for me. I got lucky. We didn't have a lot of guidance, when I was looking for a job in college. We didn't have a lot of guidance on how to interview or a lot of guidance on how to build a resume. And I happened to get an interview with a senior person at General Electric. And it was just luck. That's all it was.
Our university recruiting strategy is the way that Vanguard will shape its future workforce and culture over time. And platforms like Handshake have really started to provide an interesting competitive advantage to us as we look to access students under other circumstances we just would not have been able to reach. Of all of our hiring, so last year about 800 people, half of that, 400 positions, were dedicated to early career talent joining. So that includes, by the way, internships and co-ops and other experiential sorts of opportunities so that students who are interested in Vanguard but want to try before they sign up for the full-time role have the opportunity. But that's pretty impressive to have 50% of all of our hiring coming from early career talent. We do that on purpose. So recruiting from colleges and from the early career population is really important to us because we want talent who's passionate about Vanguard's mission to come early in their career and grow and stay with us. But that's only part of it. The other part is that Vanguard deeply values the diversity of perspective that we get from all of the new people joining relatively early out of college. So it's typically a different point of view, but also uber contemporary technology skills as well. We all know how fast the technology industry is evolving, and so having students that are joining us fresh out of college often have cutting edge experience that we view as a competitive differentiator that we can incorporate into our broader technology practices.
Vanguard believes in building well-rounded individuals, and a lot of that's through rotational opportunities at the company. But when people are coming to recruit or we're being recruited by Vanguard and they're coming to consider a role here, I often have this conversation about the difference between a job and a career. And we're really interested in people who have a desire for a career.
Vanguard's never placed any kind of limiter or governor on my growth. In fact, looking back, it's really been the exact opposite. And there's two components that I want to highlight. The first is that Vanguard has consistently put opportunities in front of me. And the second is that they've consistently created opportunities to build really strong relationships with more senior leaders and mentors and sponsors. For me, that's part of the fun of doing this interview with John, is that over the course of my career, John was one of those sponsors who mattered in my career and helped me get to where I am. Personal growth often precipitates professional growth. And if you lean into that new job or that next opportunity, it creates more opportunities for more personal growth, which then propels to more professional growth, and you end up with this virtuous cycle. Look at every opportunity that comes along as your one shot.
Handshake wants to give every student the best chance for success, regardless of their zip code or who they know or whether an employer actually comes to the campus. That's very true for Vanguard. We were born as a Main Street investment company, giving people the best chance of investment success. And then lastly, the mission is to take the luck out of the system. I can remember when I graduated college, I got lucky meeting somebody on a campus that started a career for me. But really taking the luck out of the system matters. And that's true in investing, and it's true in recruiting, and it's true for students today.